Good day, folks. Mean Joe Green here, and it has been so long since I've posted something. I've had a really busy past 2 weeks, especially with just schoolwork and college applications, so that's what's been taking me so long. So what I bring to you to supplement this long hiatus is a nice long video with my this isn't a final review of Forza 4, but this is a review of so far. So without further ado, I'm going to begin, and first off, as you can see, I am working on a showcase event. All the footage you're seeing in here, this is honest footage, alright guys? This is the most honest footage of Forza you're going to see. I'm not the greatest driver, so you're going to see spills and crashes and rewinds and crap like that. Because I'm not perfect. I just play these events. I'm not, this is an online race. I'm not playing to win. I'm not like where the stakes aren't as high. I'm just playing to beat this stupid plane, get this car, and sell it so I can get more money. Showcase events, overall cool concept on paper, but getting free cars, they're really cool, and some of them seem really cool, but I just feel like Turn 10 built them up more than what they actually are. They like, oh, you're racing a hot air balloon, or you're racing a helicopter. I think you race a helicopter twice, hot air balloon once, and then the rest of them are just races against other cars and airplanes. You race like 900 zillion airplanes, and I just feel, if they wanted to make this seem like they were really creative with it, they should have branched out a little bit more. But there's probably limitations to what they can do, so I forgive them, I guess, for that. But yeah, the showcase events, winning these supercars, I ended up selling almost all the supercars I won from showcase events because I have no interest in keeping them. I don't really like supercars. I think it's more fun to build a car up, which is one issue that I've had with this game. And obviously, this game, guys, let's be real, I came into it with an open mind. I'm going to stop the negativity for a second and say that I have had a ton of fun, but as soon as I beat this game, I know there's just not going to be much to go back to, let's be honest. I mean, there's not going to be much to be found in this. The multiplayer, let me just start out with a few little blunders and things. Let me get the negativity out of the way first, I guess. Okay, so the multiplayer is not nearly as good as it should have been. There's not a lot of game modes, and there's a maximum of 8 people per lobby, and I know there's limitations to when you're a developer, but I think that should have been one of their primary things to fit in, trying to get a 16-player lobby for a free roaming game like this. It only makes sense. So I don't know why they decided to bring the number back down for a free roaming game. It makes no sense to me. I think it was really stupid that they did that. Secondly, I've noticed, of course, a few bugs and glitches. I'll be driving full speed, and then I'll hit a bush, and then I'll just stop in place. And bushes aren't indestructible, and so I think it's ridiculous that maybe that's one of the sacrifices they had to make, indestructible steel bushes. But you'll be driving full speed and you'll hit a bush and then you'll stop, and well, although it seems like a lame complaint, come on, really? That's like the basics. Dirt racing is cool, not what I thought it was gonna be, but what I thought was my expectations for the dirt racing were weird, so I'm not gonna make too much of a fit about this. I still think it's kind of neat, but I don't think it's as cool. I was looking forward to it the most, but it wasn't everything I wanted it to be. So, what was the other thing I was gonna say? Ah, yes, another few glitches. I don't know if it's very common in cars, but you can see when you're shifting, when the car has paddles, you can see the guy kind of squeezing his finger against the steering wheel to shift. I don't know, some cars, there's a little bug. There's a bug in the Volkswagen Beetle. I know that thing was a manual. Come on, most people bought them with the manual. And when you're driving that, the guy squeezes the steering wheel like there's paddle shifters, so it's a little bug. And another thing I really want to address that's kind of important is the music. The dubstep's pretty cool. But the thing that I don't like is when you're racing, you just hear the same songs over and over again. They just restart the same song from the beginning, you know. They don't let the radio play as it goes. So you don't really hear all the music that well. And things I do give them props for, mad props for having the song Lazy Eye by the Silver Sun Pickups. I love that song. I'm so glad it's in this game. But the radio stations, I just they're a little buggy. I'll find myself hitting the D-pad and a couple times to change just one radio station, so it's very clunky in the controls. Also, not really a complaint, but I think it would have been neat with all the music they had in this game if perhaps they added a mixtape feature like in Saints Row, where you can just compile all the songs that you like and put them on one mixtape, so that way you can listen to the ones just the ones you want to hear. But you know, this isn't mandatory, and I would understand the reasons for not putting one in. So, and then lastly is the cars. Obviously, because this is supposed to intrigue the less car enthused people and turn them into car enthusiasts, they need to have the supercars, because people will look at them and be like, whoa, it's so bright and colorful with big spoilers and flaps. It's definitely a sweet car. So yeah, those are pretty much the complaints. Here's the PR stunts. There's a speed, a photo, and a skills challenge for every PR, for every Forza Horizon outpost, so that way you can get free fast travel. I think this is a pretty good incentive to get free fast travel as I smash into that Camry. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, the speed traps I found kind of frustrating, because I'll find myself speeding towards a speed trap, and then there'll just be the road, and there'll be one car coming in one direction and one going in the other, and it's just impossible for me to go through the speed trap at the right speed because I'm completely blocked off. So that's not really the game's fault. That's just because they added traffic, which I really like. So the photo mode, you know, it's really clunky because I'm using a steering wheel. Don't judge me. This is overall, though, I've had a lot of fun with this game. I mean, drifting isn't what it used to be, but you can still benefit a lot from drifting. I've managed to get to the most popular driver by getting, you get skills point and they add towards your popularity rank. I was able to get to first pretty quickly because of drifting. I just kind of would go to what's that little neighborhood city thing, and I would just put together huge drift combos, and I would just shoot all the way up to first. And so I did that. Also, on these skills challenges, if you know how to drift, you can get them done easily. They're really easy. You just kind of just slide back and forth, and then you're good. So, you know, radio stations being a bit clunky, stuff like that. Car selection may not be my favorite. One thing that I really don't like, we don't know, I don't know what's yet to come with the DLC, but as of right now, unless they do something really awesome, I cannot believe just the ridiculousness of it. I think it's stupid that it's way more expensive to get car packs that have less cars. So, I'm not wasting my money, because if I've got that only to find out that Turn 10 is going to release the same amount of car packs they did for Forza 4, and then the rest you can only get a certain amount until you have to pay. I think this one, though, you get all the car packs. I'm not sure, though, but there's so much less cars. There's four less cars per pack, and that's actually a lot if you think about it. So, and this first car pack is really lame, absolutely lame. I really am. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm really disappointed in Turn 10 with the first DLC. The fact that they purposely discluded popular cars from Horizon, or from Forza 4, so that way they could make some money off of it for future car packs. It's really disappointing. And the fact of the matter is, not one of those cars. All right. I don't know about the Gallardo. I don't give a crap about the Gallardo, but I don't know if the Gallardo was in Forza 4. I can't remember. I don't think that one was in. The only one that wasn't in Forza 4, okay, the M3 GTS. It's an M3 with a roll cage and a spoiler. Not that special. All right, let's think about it. The 3 cars from the 6-car car pack, half of them weren't in Forza 4, but they're lame. They're poor excuses for new cars. It's the Shelby Cobra 1000. Are you freaking kidding me? I'll just go in the game and buy the Shelby Cobra that's already in the game and put 1,000 horsepower in, or 950. So that's pretty lame. That is pretty lame. And if I really want that stupid little sticker on the side, I'll go in Forza 4 and create it and then import it. I mean, it's just lame. And then, you know, the M3 GTS isn't much different than the regular M3. It just has a spoiler and a roll cage. And then there's the Gallardo, and it's just the DLC is just stupid. Customization. Glad that they kept everything that you could customize back from Forza 4. Obviously, they don't have tuning, which is controversial, but I understand. I actually really do. You know, you can't, like they said, you can't tune a car for the roads of Colorado since they're so diverse and whatnot. So that's why they excluded it, and I understand. You know, I really do understand why they left out the tuning feature. It's not, and you know, since it's more of a laid-back game, you're not gonna find as many people who are gonna be interested in spending their time tuning their car. So overall, this game is a lot of fun, but I'm gonna have to say I will find myself going back to Forza 4 to post content. Well, I mean, like, what do you guys want to see from Horizon? There really isn't much to see. It's more of a game you want to play. You really can't make much out of it. I was thinking, you know, if there's good filming features, you can make some sweet machinimas, but there really isn't much filming. There really isn't any replay or camera angles you can choose for the free roam. But you know, that's not like I said, not a mandatory thing. So overall, Forza Horizon, a lot of fun. It's everything I expected. One of the best free roaming games on the market. A couple drawbacks, but every game has its drawback. But when it comes to which is a better game, critics and players alike will agree that Forza 4 is just a better game. This is just a little Forza one-off thing, and it was very good, very well executed. Turn 10, you did a great job. It's just, it was, you know, Forza 4 was just such a gem. It's hard to follow it up. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna continue to post Forza 4, but tell me what you want to see from Horizon.